You know what? It is actually already the afternoon. I just finished lunch. And it's not that I didn't want to record this morning. I was kind of still in a state of shock. Because I woke up this morning, the first thing I think is like, okay, yes, we are in the Suez Canal. It's going to be amazing. And I turn on my TV because the ship has live streams from the front of the ship and the back of the ship. And I turn on the TV and I see nothing. And with nothing, I mean just like a white, in essence, cloud. And I'm like, oh my God. So I go to breakfast quickly. Already there from the windows, I can see nothing. And I go out all the way to deck 18. And there is so much fog. Sorry. Again, this is live, real, and raw. But there is so much fog, you don't see anything. And I'm just thinking, like, how is that even possible? Is that a thing in the Suez Canal that there is so much fog? And it wasn't until probably around 11:30 in the morning that the fog somewhat started to clear. And right now it is almost 2 p.m. Even then, there is still this haze in the canal where you don't really have amazing visibility. But pushing that aside, absolutely amazing. It is such a bucket list thing. We are going through the canal as we speak, to the left and to the right. The scenery is very interesting. You see people in boats, you see houses, you see so many different things. And then on the other side, which is more towards Saudi Arabia, it's just desert and there's nothing. And then on the Egyptian side, it's all green and lush. It is really cool, and I am so happy to, in essence, have this experience because, yeah, I don't know, in things of like experiences and travel, I tend to think just of in places and destinations and not to really have experiences like this. And this again kind of opens my mind that it's worth investing in experiences such as crossing the Suez Canal, and it is absolutely amazing. I went to deck 6 again for some lunch. And yeah, so maybe quickly, weather-wise, I think it's again 22. It is sunny, it is warm, and I know in the past few days I'm saying like, oh, summer has arrived, which is true. But to be really fair, we still have yet to have like a hardcore sunshine day, and I'm assuming that's going to happen in the next few days as we set sail towards Oman, slowly but steadily. So far, the sea days as a whole have been or are really enjoyable. I do not miss land whatsoever. I do have some problems with the Wi-Fi on board, specifically the need that I do need to be...
Could you try again?
No, Siri, stop. Sorry, Siri just came in between. Siri, stop! I don't know what Siri is doing. That being said, sorry, I digress. I cleaned my cookies on my laptop, and it turns out I need to have another device connected to the Wi-Fi to get back into my email, etc. So we're kind of slowly getting to the midway point of this cruise. Can you work reliably from cruises? My answer is still going to be, I wouldn't recommend it. Technically, I think you can. I'm just nervous all the time because you have calls, you're not really sure, would it work, yes or no, and then things like this, you can only be connected to one device, that's an issue as well. But oh well, other than that, totally enjoying the day. Because you kind of meet people on the ship, whether it's at dinner or at the bar or things like that, it's quite nice. I was thinking about it yesterday, this idea that I feel more and more confident going on ships solo, because 100% on every single cruise, I've done 3 solo cruises this year, or 4 maybe. I'm consistently meeting interesting people, and I really like this balance of just being able to do my own thing, and then whenever I kind of feel like, jump back into the social part of things. But yeah, so I am going to be doing a little bit of work, grabbing a coffee, and then see what the day brings, and I'll have a look at the agenda in terms of activities also. Maybe I'll join something again like yesterday, who knows. afternoon, what an evening. It was just amazing. I spent a lot of time in the afternoon at the Infinity Bar on deck 7 and just literally sitting on the bar with my iPad, doing a little bit of work, watching the Suez Canal as we passed through and entered the Red Sea, which was just absolutely amazing. It is such a bucket list experience, and there's such contrast. The Egyptian side is green, and there's houses and people, and there's movement, and just, I almost want to say there's civilization. And then on the other side is just desert and absolutely nothing. Very, very impressive. And I had such a nice afternoon, first at the Infinity Bar, and then I went to deck 6 in the Grand Bar on the side, again just having a coffee, looking out of the window, watching the world go by. It was so good. Then for dinner we had a new guest at our dining table. His name is Dieter. He's also here by himself from Germany. Super nice guy. I'm sure I hope he sticks around at our dinner table. And because he is higher up in the loyalty program, he invited me to join him tomorrow for the behind the scenes tour of the ship, because he gets it for free and he got the invite. And I think I was talking about it already yesterday or the day before, that's probably the only tour I would consider booking, and now I'm going to get it for free. And that means tomorrow we're gonna go behind the scenes of the ship, which is amazing. I am so excited. And we sorry again, this is very real, very raw, as you know. After dinner, me and Frank and then Ronnie, and Ronnie used to be at our table, but he left our table because he doesn't like the food. So he just does the paid restaurants every evening. We ended up first back to the Voice of the Ocean, the second part of the auditions, and then we watched the theater, the main theater show, which was Acrobats, a duo, and they were amazing. It was so creative, with very immersive with the visuals and the music and the lighting, and then their performance. Very nice. And then to end the evening, tonight is the White Party, which if you do just a 1 week trip with Costa Toscana, whether you're doing it in the Middle East or in Europe around the Mediterranean, the White Party is probably the highlight of the trip. And so I just checked that out as well. But again, this whole trip is not really a party trip for me. But I do find it interesting that I stay out longer now and I participate a little bit more in the things that are happening around the ship, specifically around the evening time, which of course is totally fine. That being said, I am going to call it a day. Tomorrow, behind the scenes is going to be amazing. So I hope to see you there. Make sure to subscribe to this podcast, and if you haven't already, check out the sponsor of this series, which is epiccruisedeals.com. Epiccruisedeals.com checks the fares of your favorite cruise lines, and whenever the fares go down of your favorite sailing, you're going to get an email alert. So it's going to be amazing. Sign up. It is 100% for free. epiccruisedeals.com. And I'll see you in the next episode, where we're going to be in the Red Sea. We're going to go behind the scenes. It's going to be an amazing day.